Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Poor, and it's been a while. So, the Bloodtime archive's been dead for a while. I was only taking a 2-week break originally, and I would come back with a video on Dev Destined because there's a lot to go over with that project, but then I didn't. I got lazy. And then I got distracted with other projects like the PSU. So, yeah, I kinda forgot about this channel for a while. And you know what? Considering what happened a few weeks ago, I think it's about time that I think I should probably just explain like the future of Bloodtime as a character, since I recently came into control of the character again, and along with some of the task heroes over IPs. So let's get into that. So what is Bloodtime Circus World? Well, basically, Taskero and I, we're going to revive Bloodtime no matter what. He was going to make a game called Bloodtime Circus World with me doing the graphics and coding, like usual. This would have taken on a new form of the basic idea. It would have actually been canon to Five Nights at Onions. We weren't really going to work on this until the second game was complete. Of course, Five Nights at Onions 2 is going to be very different now, but, you know, still, at the time, that's what we were going to do. That was our plan. But then Taskero, due to legal reasons, actually had to leave the internet for a little while. He's back now, but I still have control of all his projects, so there's that. And also, this would have actually introduced a few of the Anarchy Rebel characters morphed into Bloodtime characters. Obviously, this game would have had Bloodtime and Buzz. You know, you've got to have them. But also would have had I believe Blue Bear, actually, I think. Blue Bear would have been in there in the form of Aqua Time, but as you know, his new Bloodtime translation is Nighttime. And we were thinking of putting Norwegian Rabbit in, but at the time he was still called Russian Rabbit, and you know, the Russian-Ukraine war was still a new thing, so yeah. We decided to just leave him out of the game for a little while. And so, instead, we would add in Tangle, who is a cut character from the Anarchy Rebel 1. She was in the game for a while, but she was removed in Update 1 and replaced by White Rabbit. She would have been brought back here and utilized more. The last character that would have been added was the Prototype. The Prototype is an essential character for the game's lore now, by the way. This would have also had a few other characters that were also in the Five Nights at Onions series, or at least planned to be in the series at the time. Although this project is now cancelled. The reason I decided to cancel it is because it's not that I didn't believe in the project, but more so because, well, okay, see, the thing is, I didn't really have faith in it. Because, like, I had just gotten the rights to Bloodtime back, and my main concern is that since I just got back, I don't want to screw things up. When I got Bloodtime back briefly, when I was making Dev Destined, I screwed the game up, and it ended up getting poorly received, and it was taken off Gamejolt not long after. Never again. I don't really want to risk making a new Bloodtime project entirely right now, because I was excited for Dev Destined since it was taking on a new approach to the series, but it ended up being a failure. So I'm going to make a new Bloodtime project in the meantime. What is that new project? I'll tell you right now, actually. Okay, so now what is Final Bloodtime 2022 edition? Well, basically, you know, in the last segment, I said I just got Bloodtime back and I didn't want to screw it up. And yeah, that's what I'm leading into. I think that since I just got it back, I should play it safe and remake Five Nights at Bloodtime 1 a second time, because Let's Say Bloodtime 1 is okay at most. So anyway, I'm just gonna play it safe in the meantime and remake Five Nights at Bloodtime 1 in the form of Five Nights at Bloodtime 2022 edition. Now, obviously, from what you can see on what I'm showing on screen right now, this is more so a graphical update, but it's also going to introduce a few new things. It's also going to reintroduce some older characters, and it's just going to be what I think is going to be the definitive version of Fights with Bloodtime 1. However, I am not going to remake the entire trilogy. That is way too much work, and that would basically make the Anarchy of Red Bear as a whole completely pointless. So, you'll get a Fights with Bloodtime 1 remake instead of Circus World. I know you're not getting a new Bloodtime game outright, yeah, you are getting one, but, it's not something new. I know it's not something new, but, I don't want to mess it up right now. And plus, 2022 edition, while being a remake, is still going to be, hopefully, a decent game. However, I should probably address something else. What about the other series on this channel? Okay, so other series on the channel. Okay, first of all, our inspiration will hopefully pick back up with the Fights with Bloodtime Chronicles, actually, because that does have some graphical changes compared to the original versions. I know it's been a while since our inspiration episode 1, but I'm hoping to get episode 2 out sometime soon. That'll probably be in my next video. And I'm hoping to finally conclude Forgotten Corners. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to do season 2. I'm probably not going to. But nonetheless, Forgotten Corners was the first series on the channel, and you know what? I like it, It covers content which would have been forgotten had the channel not existed. So, Forgotten Corners episode 6, basically gonna be going over the forgotten of Holy Time content. Ooh, Holy Time. Yeah. You're probably gonna see a new series or two pop up on the channel, maybe. Maybe you're probably also gonna see a developer commentary for Fights with Bloodtime and just Bloodtime Chronicles in general, because there's a lot to go over with that as well. I've also been thinking of just making more singles or one-offs, just for the sake of doing them. That's kind of all I really have to say for the time being. So, yeah, you have a little update on the channel. Okay, so what about some other more minor projects that are related to Bloodtime? I mostly just went over more major and big projects earlier, so I'm just going to cover some more small ones. The first small one that I'm going to cover is the Blood Monster, a project that I have in mind which is set to release in mid-2023. This is going to be in a new universe with a different idea, and yeah. Basically, it's going to revolve around Blood Monster. He's going to get his own game with his own universe. There's going to be callbacks to the Anarchy of Red Bear, and also Fights with Bloodtime. Yeah. He'll get his own game. I'll make it as best as I can. It'll take some more refining before I think I can get progress on it, actually, but still. We're getting pretty close. The Anarchy of Red Bear 3 Part 2 Memory Lane is something I could talk about. So recently, the Anarchy of Red Bear 3 Part 1 released. That's why you're seeing in the background right now, actually. Part 2 is titled Memory Lane, and it'll mostly revolve around Red Bear himself. Part 1 mostly revolves around the Twisted Combination, as this was its home for the events of the Anarchy of Red Bear 3. So I figured, hey, if it's going to be going back to what is very clearly the Anarchy of Red Bear 1, Red Bear should have his own time in the spotlight again. After all, the Anarchy of Red Bear 3 is meant to be Red Bear's last time appearing in the series. He's going to get replaced later on. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh well. Well, actually, I just remembered about the Legacy of Bloodtime 2, Doppelganger. The page for that released not long ago. You can follow it. I'm hoping to get that out maybe in March? Maybe? Somewhere around there. You expect the next Legacy of Bloodtime to release around that time. Okay, well, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I can get another video out on this channel soon. I know it's been a while, but hey, we're back in business now. I should hopefully have another video up on this channel sometime soon. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time on the finale of Forgotten Corners. Specifically, Forgotten Corners, Episode 6. I'll see you then.